That ship always looked good. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Last time, we managed to complete the entirety of Chapter 7, allowing us to find out that unfortunately we could not get that piece of the life hold. Sadly, it was destroyed. And this time, there is affinity missions I want to complete for this time, and ironically enough, they're actually pretty close by. However, we want to go for one of them in particular. I'm not going to be doing the main affinity missions for a little while, so let's go ahead and do an affinity mission that involves a certain somebody who is known as Velv. Now, this affinity mission is slightly exhausting for those who first play the game, and believe me, if you have not gotten the area unlocked in Oblivia, please do so. It's those pair of islands in the bottom right corner. With that out of the way, though, I'm going to go straight to where the mission is located. You're going to hear more about Velv's dang past in this next mission. Arms and the Man.
Man, these missions blow chunks. This planet must have more to it than picking flowers and collecting junk. You got any inside tips on something with a bit more kick?
I've seen things that will blow your mind.
I'm jealous, Pard. You get all the fun. Who's a guy got a bribe around here to get a piece of that action? Hey, I know. What say you and me go sniff around the city for leads? Maybe we'll catch wind of some juicy rumors. Sometimes old Joe Lunchbucket knows more about this stuff than us Blades. When I was in the military back on Earth, I used to get all my tips from locals. My buddy and me would even sneak off base and moonlight as bouncers at seedy bars.
What about your army days?
Got sent to the middle of the godforsaken desert right after enlisted. Nothing but sand and scorpions for miles, so me and my buddy were always sneaking off. We got in good with the boys in the nearest town. Had some real wild times. Casino security, flipping military gear for cash. Kinda crazy now that I think about it. But all that's down the crapper now, so let's go find us some real action. We'll meet at the Sunshine Cafe once you scrounge up a solid lead.
It seems like Velv is a bit bored of his current missions. Listen to the local gossip and find interesting for him to do. Something interesting for him to do. Yes, let's go find some intel. Anywhere you want to go, though, it's painfully obvious where you have to go. Now, to be blunt, I am not going to be doing too many missions all at once like I usually do. Believe me. Normally, I would. However, outright speaking, there's now some normal missions out in the map that I can actually perform and do outright that will help us, but I will also say this outright, I'd rather not let the episode go on for too long and not lose traction of the focus of the episode. I wanted to keep it segmented so that way every mission has its own time in the shine and instead of just one mission entirely being important. Remote island info and mega info. We need to head back to the middle because he was looking for him and more information has been found. So yeah, info, very important. Now let's head right back to the middle where we were before. I believe this is where the cafe is, where Joe is.
Huh. Wreckage from the White Whale in Oblivia, huh? I don't think any reclaimers have been out that way yet. Could be the mother lode. Put every discovery up until now to shame. I'm sold, Pard. Sold hard.
What is he waiting for?
Nothing and nobody. Next stop, Oblivia. Let's go find us some ship guts.
Ship guts. Shark bait. Hoo-ha! Whoever's seen that, I'm definitely gonna wish that you guys better check it out. Please tell me you all have seen that movie, please. I am begging you all. It reminds me of my high school days where back in high school, for whatever reason, everyone was so excited to watch Finding Nemo of all things. I will never understand why, but it's probably because of childhood memories and whatnot. Regardless of that, I will say it was a very fun day when we had an orientation meeting, and it typically resulted in just us watching a movie sometimes. I don't know. My school life was weird sometimes. It's funny how I remember all these things now, when I really shouldn't. So, we're already at our objective, by the way. It's literally right here by these 4 foxes.
Great. More of those things crawling on our wreckage. What do you figure their kind even makes of the old ship, huh?
Well, that's a hole up for the night.
Yeah? Well, now it's eviction time. Alright, let's get over there and make with the blasting.
They're just sitting here, minding their own business, when suddenly I tell them their evictive notice is now up and expired. Let's just go and keep smacking these around. Alright, there we go. And a lot of hits already. Alright, I'm not wanting to attack the pincher, I want to attack the head, because I want to get more head hits. Ooh. Now then, let's have some fun with this. Pause is taking way too many hits. We need to have it stop. And boom, and then twirl again for good measure. And then finally, overdrive. There we go, and more hits. And let's keep going with this, and let's do this as well. Let's stand, and then tornado blade. And tornado blade, and then finish it off with tornado blade. Well, it's almost dead anyway, doesn't matter. Your rent was expired. Please leave the building at once. Now then, where was I? Oh, right, the life pod. Oh, we have to hold it down. Whoops. Good job, me.
Right then, let's see what she's got for us, Pard. What the? Hold the phone. This is his arm. It's gotta be! I knew it! I knew I'd find something! Don't you see what this means? He's here! On Mirror somewhere, he's here! I knew it! He's out there! He's alive!
Calm down.
How's a guy supposed to be calm after this, huh? It's his arm, see? It's proof he's out there! Oh, wait a sec. I still ain't told you, have I?
Context would help.
Well, I guess I can trust you. But it's about my best friend, so just keep it between us, yeah?
Agree.
Probably should have told you all this way earlier. We're partners, after all. Me and my buddy went to school together. Enlisted together. Hell, we were even born in the same hospital. We've been partners from day one. Until we came here to Mirror, anyway. The day the whale fell, he was back evacuating the other crew when all of a sudden there was this explosion. Typical, really. He was always helping some poor sap out. That's why he's stuck with a jerk like me. Still, I couldn't stop thinking he was out there somewhere. So I started searching all the whale wreckage, trying to find a trace. And here it is. His left arm. Crazy, ain't it? He even gave his Mimiosome the same cross-shaped scar he had.
What was his friend like?
I never really fit in, so he was always looking out for me. He was the golden child back in high school, but he never ditched me once. Out in the field, we were always watching each other's backs. He was smart as they came, except when it came to risking his neck for someone else. Best partner a guy could want. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna find him. The whole reason I joined the Reclaimers was to get first crack at the wreckage, and I'll do whatever else I have to. So... that kinda dragged on, huh? Guess I can't help thinking about him when I see you. Can't help talking either.
I'm just gonna inquire.
I don't know, you just feel the same, yeah? You got the same presence. When I look at you, I don't see it. But then I forget, and it's like he's right here with me. I know he's alive here on Mira. Same as I know the sky's blue. Next job like this we find, let's do it together. Once we find him, we can take turns beating on him for disappearing like that.
Arms and the man is done. He found his partner's left arm and promised to help him find the rest of him. Let's go back for the next Divinity mission in the future. You learn Photon Saber Essence Exchange. As we know, Essence Exchange allows us to switch our TP and our HP outright. So, for example, let's say I'm low on HP but I have a lot of TP built up. I can swap it and then therefore I would have my maximum HP again. But of course, there's always a caveat of it. If your HP and TP are slightly different to another, you will not be able to utilize the art very well efficiently. Also, you need to have Photon Saber equipped and actually use it. With that done, we have some extra missions that we still have left to do. I will be doing some of them, not all of them though. Believe me, I would recommend doing some missions now rather than later. So let's go ahead back to Noxlum instead. The mission in Oblivia that I would normally want to do, unfortunately, is incredibly long and very much tedious. So I'm not going to bother with that one and not going to deal with it. Ironically enough, we're getting closer and closer to the level area I want to be at to show off a unique trick in the game. But for now, we're going to ignore it and instead take our skull and actually head over to where we want to go for next thing in our objectives. There's a data miner mission that's actually around this area, and I recommend getting it. The next story mission, by the way, requires you to do a few things. Okay. I hate Morophiles. You guys are annoying. Such a nuisance to society as a whole. Potter's Rock, ironically enough, has a strange tree right on top of it that you want to go after immediately. Good battle point in the mouse, but nothing too all the ordinary. However, there's somebody over here that's quite important. Hello, Gigolo.
Oh, thank God.
You're human. Good. If I can run into a blade all the way out here, I guess my luck hasn't completely conked out. Anyway, I could use them up on as an outfit or assignment. What do you say? Sure. We came out here on a request from Sakurai Industries. They want us to test out some new skill weapon on the engines around here. Everything was going fine until this crazy Mythite started attacking. Anyone not inside the skull was wiped out in the first swipe. Mine was total, but at least it kept me alive. Problem is, all that weapon test data is still inside it. Mission came straight from Ayuso, but Shinko was Sakuraba's chief engineer. I feel like a total amateur if I let him down. Now that you've shown up, I may have a way out of this. What do you say? Will you grab the test data from the Sky Dish in Rust Lake? I'll give you everything Sakura's paying us. That's how much it means to me. Let's go and get that test data. Thank you, and good luck. I'm gonna find a cave to hide in before something big and ugly shows up and eats me. Please do, because this area can be teeming with wildlife. Anyway, go to the old dragon spile tree spile. Bleh. I don't know what I'm saying of that one, but we're gonna go in here in order to use the skull to get ourselves over to the next area, and it's foggy. Fog weather sucks. This dang amount of vision is gone, and the amount of damage you do in certain areas is arguably worse. Oh no, Sobilos, whatever shall I do? Simius, whatever shall I do? Oh wait, I don't care. Yeah, I've heard you roar before. Now please go away before you waste my time. Clearly they need to know that they are not worth the effort. Also, I should probably just skip travel instead. I will never understand the logic of somebody going all the way out of the way to head into Nopon home, but apparently he does. I will never understand the logic, and there's a lot of cars here. Whatever. Now, later on, I'm going to be getting better skulls, because believe me, this skull is outdated at best. There is an affinity mission, you have a regular mission if you have Tatsu with you, but I'm not going to do that because that does take time to do, and I'd rather not do it. Anyway, he seems to be over here. Let's go find him. Hello, Devil Mephite. You're going to die painfully, and it's going to be enjoyable. This is hilarious. Let's put him in the Swiss cheese. Yes, in fact. Let's go and blow his face up. And let's do this, and it's over. That was easy.
Shall we?
Really wish you would instead not gotten into the enemy area cave, because really, it does suck. There is more missions in here, by the way, more than one. Hello.
Thank you.
Thanks for time the rescue. You literally saved me. I mean literally. What kind of world is it where a guy can't hang out in a nice dank cave? I swear. Anyway, any luck with the data? Please say it was still intact. Here you go. This is it. This is the data I need. A total scale isn't great news, but getting the data back makes it all worthwhile. Thank you. A weapon. Sorry, that's classified. Isobe has gotten us on a tight leash. Let's say it's fun. You won't be able to resist once this baby hits the market. Now let's get you that reward. And that's all done with Data Miner. Not too shabby, right? We've got big expectations on this one, that's for sure. Too bad about the wrecked skulls and the dead guys. But hey, we got the data, right? Not a total wash. And it's all thanks to you. Bruh, you're not supposed to be rude about the dead guys. There is another mission, however, it's not up under here. No. You see, the mission that's over, it's right over here. However, Natsu is not exactly needed for this mission, and believe me, I'd rather have Tatsu around for these missions, so I'm not gonna bother. There is another mission I want to do. Another one that is, well, not a bad one, mind you, but each one of them has their own variety, and I'd rather go and do this mission now rather than later. So there is one around here that I know fully well is actually, you know what? I just realized wholeheartedly that I honestly don't want to put too many missions out at once. Yellow's partner in this next mission, by the way, requires both Chapter 11 to get to Oblivia, the Mimizone's left leg and right leg, and it's basically a very long endgame mission. Trust me, you're going to be waiting a while for this one. So if that's done, I think for this time, we're going to make another short episode because I'm going to need to do this for this one. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. There's a mission that's involving somebody we saw a lot of the time being incredibly helpful. However, not everything is how it seems. So, see you all next time for the attack on Blanto Hills.